Good morning, dear students. I am Dr. Srinivas Patini, Professor of Chemistry in St. Peter's Engineering College. In the last video, what we have discussed? We have discussed the surface coatings. Surface coatings mainly divided into two types. That is metallic coating and organic coating. Metallic coating and organic coating. So that was we have completed in the yesterday class. So the metallic coating and organic coating for what? That is the corrosion control methods. The two impressed current method, impressed current control method, and that is one more is the anodic sacrificial anodic method. The two and one is the surface coating. Surface coating. Three are surface coating. The three are very important. In surface coating, metallic coating and organic coating. That was we have completely discussed in the last videos. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about that applications of metallic coating. This is important. So applications of metallic coating. Applications of metallic coating. Mainly, it is divided into three types. One is the hot dipping, second one is the metallic cladding, and third one is the electroless plating. What is that? First one is what? Hot dipping. And second one is the metal cladding. Metal cladding. And third one is the what? Electroless plating. Electroless plating. This is our syllabus. Many are there, but three are very important. According to our syllabus, we have to discuss the hot dipping, metal cladding, and electroless plating. So one by one, we have to complete it in the today's video. Okay. So what is meant by hot dipping? Hot means temperature is too high. So hot dipping is used for producing a coating for low melting metals such as zinc, tin, lead, aluminium, and iron. Low melting metals. Low melting metals are what? So today we have to discuss the hot dippings. So this one we will discuss the hot dipping first term. So the low melting metals are what? Zinc, sulfur, tin, and lead, lead. So these are the what? Low melting metals. So iron vessel is there. So in this, what we have to see, the coating, low zinc coating or aluminium coating or tin coating we have to use in this one. So hot dipping means, so the process involves immersion of metal bath. This is the metal bath. Whatever the metal you require, zinc you want, aluminium or tin. So in the metal bath, so we have to immerse the what we want, iron vessels or iron jewelries, whatever we have to immerse it, mean dipped in that, immersed in a bath of its molten coating. So that coating converted to molten layer. So what happened? So simple. So I will use this one. For example, one diagram. We'll write that one vessel is there. Okay. So here iron vessel. One iron vessel. This one is the iron. So the molten state of for example, we can tin or aluminum, okay, aluminum or any one among anyone, zinc, tin or lead or aluminum. So this is the molten stage. Molten means liquid, molten condition. So now this vessel just dipped in this one. So after some times the vessel becomes blue in nature. So the coating blue color will come. So mean after dipping. So before brown color is there, after that the coating aluminum color will happen. Aluminum color. Mean the process involves what? Impression of a metal in a metal bath. It's molten coating and converted by a metallic layer, one complete layer. So blue layer of part. The iron will not happen. So this is what hot dipping. So we can say in this two types are there. So mainly two types. If metals are if used zinc, then is tin is. So if zinc is used what and tin is what. So if molten stage is zinc, that is called the galvanizing. You can say galvanizing. And if tin is used, that is called the tinning. So any metal, I told you aluminum, but whatever the metals we have to take. Example, X molten stage, X metal. If zinc metal is used, galvanization, the iron coating completely the blue color means zinc coating. So this is a galvanizing. And if tin is used, what is the tinning? So the hot dipping is widely applied, galvanizing and tinning. So hot dipping, there are again two types, galvanizing and hot tinning. Okay. So hot dipping is used for the producing coating for a low melting metals such as tin, lead, aluminum, zincs, we can say. So but according to our syllabus, we have only galvanizing and tinning. Okay. So how can you do the galvanizing? So just a simple diagram this one. So method is same, but we have to read very clear. So it is the process in which iron or steel is protected from corrosion by coating with a thin layer of zinc. For example, this is iron coating with a zinc. So how it happened? So I will draw the very good diagram here. So what? Galvanizing process. So galvanizing process, galvanizing. So galvanizing. In this we have to, what we have to do, 3 tanks we have to take. And rolls. So here we have to use the what? First of all, we have to clean the metal. So rollers. So what is this? This is the rolling. So now metal rollers. You can say rollers. metal sheet, whatever iron sheet or whatever that, the first metal sheet enter into the sulfuric acid solution. This is first in this solution H2SO4 is there and at 80 degrees centigrade temperature. The metal sheet should be dipped in a hot sulfuric acid solution. So mean whatever the cleaning process, we have to say the cleaning the metal. So then it clean from the water, wet water. This is the at high temperature. Wet bath, we can say wet bath. And after that, we have to, one dryer is there. This is the dryer. So clean the sulfuric acid, see, very neat, mean cleaning very well, picking or something with the H2SO4. Then the H2SO4, some of the H2SO4 is in that on the metal, in this metal. So clean the water. Then after that you have to dry with fans. Hot air. Okay, it is clear? First of all, from rolling, the metal will dip in the sulfuric acid solution and it is clean the metal. Then that remove the acid nature in the water bath at high temperature. So then entering into the air, that is a fan. Here the metal sheet will dry. The metal sheet is dried. Then the metal sheet is dipped into the molten zinc. Here this is the molten zinc. This is the molten zinc. So the sheet is coming like this, and finally, so what is that? This excess zinc. Excess zinc is mean here the crushing takes place. Some of the crushers. So excess zinc is there. So that is crushed through rollers. This is the rollers will come and crush your potties, and pure neat sheet will come outside. Pure neat sheet will come. So in this process, what are the process in galvanizing? A pure metal or iron sheet. First of all, the iron sheet is cleaned, mean dipped at hot sulfuric acid. Then the metal sheet will come through the rollers and dipped in the hot water and cleaned well the sulfuric acid. And it is dried in the presence of hot air, the drying. Then after drying, the metal sheet is dipped in the molten zinc. The coating is finished. Then later it will move through rollers, crushed that one. Excess of zinc is attached to the sheet that remove the excess of zinc from here. And excess of zinc. And very clean plain sheet will come outside. This is about the galvanizing. Okay, this is about the galvanizing. So mean here what are the steps involved? First of all, the base metal iron or steel is cleaned by acid, picking with acid sulfuric acid solution, and then that temperature 6 to 90 degrees centigrade, and sheet then washed with water, then dried. So it is dipped in the molten zinc. So what is the molten zinc temperature? At 425 to and 430 degrees centigrade, the molten zinc centigrade temperature. That is about the temperature. The surface of the metal bath. The surface of the metal bath is covered with the ammonium chloride flux to prevent the oxide formation. The surface of the bath. And sheet is taken out, excess of zinc from here, removal by passing between the pair of hot rollers, because the excess of zinc is hot rollers. These are the hot rollers. So an alloy of zinc and iron are formed at the junction of base metal and coating metal. So it is an alloy. So what happened? Iron coating is what? Zinc coating is there. The zinc coating. So iron metal coated by the zinc. So this is about the galvanizing. Okay. So what is the use of galvanizing? It is used to protect the iron used for the roofing sheets, wires, pipes, nails, bolts, screws, and buckets and tubs also preparation. Many are there. But one defect is there. So galvanized utensils are not used for cooking because of solubility of zinc. The zinc will soluble in cooking vessels. If you use that high temperature, zinc will dissolve in water at high temperature in the oils. For the cooking purpose, oil. So the poison takes place. So once it is asked also, the poison will happen. So that is the defects. So don't use for utensil, only use for the roof sheets, pipes, buckets, whatever that one. So next one is the tinning. Tinning. Tinning is the process of coating of over the iron sheet or steel articles. We can use the iron, same iron one. So a cleaned iron sheet is passed through the bath of the molten flux, then passed through the taken of molten tin. So we have to use the molten flux, and finally through the layer of palm oil which made the hot and coated surface against the oxidation. So what we have to do? We have to use the first molten flux. We have to use the molten flux. That is the zinc chloride. We have to use the zinc chloride bath. So molten tin. So first we have to see the acid producing, same acid. The roll will come. So iron sheet and clean the H2SO4 and 80 degrees centigrade temperature and wash it, then hot up to here same. Then here we have to change it. Here what? We have to take the tin metal. Tin. So before going to use that, here one flux we have to use. Flux tub. Zinc chloride flux. Zinc, the metal sheet passed through the zinc chloride flux. Then here some oil, you have to use the palm oil. So two are different. One is the final tank is filled by the palm oil, and here the flux is used before entering into the molten of zinc, not molten of tin. So the molten stage of tin. So metal sheet is coming through sulfuric acid, then water, then drying. After that it is entering into the zinc chloride flux, then entering into the molten tin. So then after that it's entering into the passed through the palm oil. So this is about the what? Tinning. That is the tinning. So what are the uses of tinning? It is widely used for the coating of steel, copper, brass and bronze. So whatever the copper we have to use, the copper coated by the tin coating. So very white color, shining color tin will come. That is the brass also. Brass is also coating by the tin, and bronze metals also. It is used to store for foodstuffs. We can use the food like ghee, oils, kerosene, pickles, and use for the refrigerator equipments. We can keep the inside also. That this metal, this vessel, tin coating vessel, you have to use very low temperature or high temperature. There is no problem. So tin metal used coatings are very useful in day-to-day life. So whatever you are using, the iron one, tin coatings using, but not zinc coating. So tinning metals are very important day-to-day life, and as well as zinc is not used for the cooking purpose and well used for the roofing and other purpose. Okay. And metallic cladding. The second one is this is about the galvanizing and tinning. Metal cladding. What is that? Metal cladding. The surface of the base metal to be protected is sandwiched between two thin layers of coat metal and pressed between the rollers. Two rollers. sandwich roller. So this is what? Metal layer. Metal. So we have to press the two rollers with pressing of two rollers. The coating of a thin homogeneous layer of a coating metal on a base metal such that it strongly binds permanently either on one sides or on both sides of heat and pressure. So mean one coating, so we have to press it. So one metal is coating, pressed coating. The metal cladding mean, so we have to press it. One sheet, whatever you want, another sheet too. So we have to use the pressing. So pressing each other. The metal is inside. For example, this is the metal. So the metal is, we have to press it very high, tightly. The coating takes place. This is what a metal cladding. We can say metal cladding. Okay, metal cladding mean, so we can simply press it. So one metal is coated. So this method is used for the coating aluminum and chromium, nickel, dura-aluminum. That is all corrosion resistant metals like nickel, silver, copper, platinum, and alloys like a steel alloys can be used for cladding. So mean aluminum layers, ordinary aluminum. So you have to use on the metal, plastic metal or whatever that. Plastics are plastic coatings or copper on that. You have to press it. Simply coating takes place. Simple thing, that is very useful. And the final one is the electroless plating. What is that? Electroless plating. Electroless plating. So what is that electroless? It is more useful to deposit a layer of nickel, phosphorus or nickel boron alloy on solid work pieces such as metal or plastics. This process relies on the presence of reducing agent. The reducing agents, hydrated sodium hypophosphate. For example, sodium hydrophosphate means NaPO2 water. NaPO2. NaPO2H. Na2PO2H2 hydrogen. So hydrated phosphate. NaPO2H2H2. This is called what? Sodium phosphate. Hydrated. Sodium hypophosphate. We can say sodium hypophosphate or hydrated sodium phosphate. Hydrated sodium hypophosphate. Hydrated sodium hypophosphate. Sodium hypophosphate. So reducing agent. This one is what? Reducing agent, which react with the metal ions to deposit on the metal. So electroless nickel plating is an autocatalytic reaction used to deposit coating of nickel on a substrate. Nickel on a substrate. This is the electroless plating. So what are the advantages of electroless plating? What are the advantages? It does not use the electrical power. We can, in that electroless plating, we can't use the electrical power. Even coating on a part of surface can be achieved. There is flexible in plating volumes and thickness. Means somewhere high thick, some places are low thick. This process can plate recesses and blind holes with a stable thickness. So somewhere stable thickness will not occur. Chemical replacement can be monitored automatically. We can replenishment. Chemical replacement can be monitored automatically. So semi-bright or bright finish can be obtained. In this, brightness will come or semi-bright finish will come. So these are the advantages. Mean the process can plate it will not not useful does not use for the electrical power. Even coating on a pot of surface can be achieved. So whatever that these are the more useful one. Okay, so today what we have discussed, so many things we have discussed. What are that metal what are that is surface applications of metallic coating. What are that? Hot dipping and metal cladding and electroless plating. So hot dipping is that mean low metals such as zinc, tin and leadium, aluminum are in the mold sense, and coating with iron sheet, coating on the iron. So we have to, the iron sheet is dipped in the molten stage of zinc or tin or aluminum or lead. So that is we have to use it in the hot dippings. So then the metal cladding and electroless fitting. So in hot dipping there are two types: galvanizing and tinning. So galvanizing mean zinc is in a molten stage. If you can use the zinc, that is a galvanizing. If you can use the tin, that is a tinning. Okay, then later we have discussed the cladding and metal cladding, and metal cladding is the pressed one, and electroless plating. So these are we have completed. Okay, thank you very much.